Liz, what about you? Album that you'd be embarrassed to admit that you just like rock into for a whole drive?
The entire Hamilton soundtrack.
That's tough.
You know all the words?
Beginning to end, all the words. All the words. Don't care. But I
So you're not
do. But I
embarrassed.
do because then people are like, "Oh, okay, that's interesting."
You just see them deleting your contacts from their phone.
Exact block.
The one that we were working on today, it looked like the pictures I got from the crew, like when they were finished and they just set up all the equipment to run overnight. We'll pick it up tomorrow. But they sent me these pictures. It looks like what happened is a guy, whoever was doing the siding on the second floor, punctured the drain pipe for the shower and just took the nail out, left the hole in the siding and left the hole in the drain pipe.
They suck,
dude.
And so like over time, the pipe just weakened, and then it like didn't just like crack. It like shifted, it like snapped and shifted. So water was just pouring out of it. It's wild.
That's awful. Yeah, I see that kind of content all the time of like, dude checking, different things. This is trash. This is awful.
Yeah.
This is not aligned. There's nothing level in this house.
We were talking about like, eventually one day when we like get a bigger house, hopefully moving to closer like into town. And Jonathan's like, we're not getting a house that's built before 2015 at the latest because it's all just like cardboard.
You mean after
chalk house.
2015?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Having a
even
mask
still.
like has thrown off my entire
Wait,
brain.
what do you mean?
I don't know. The lockdown. If you're watching this, the lockdown has begun.
Oh,
You must
no.
all. Sorry, I'm like starting
dude.
to scare myself.
I'm stressing myself out. All right, I gotta take this off. I can't do it anymore.
I
This
can't
is-
handle it with
I
like
can't-
glasses.
I can't do this. So, my home is like a nuclear site right now. It's like waste management.
Jeez
in here.
Louise.
Yeah, so
It's waste management.
that's all I'm doing
My
right now.
life.
Just poop. No, it's because Meredith and I got so Jackie was kind of like fussy last week, but it was like her teeth. But she struggled all week. But then on Saturday, we had a little party, and then we had my family over later that evening, and I don't remember what we ate, but like Meredith and I both felt sick, and so like
She said it was Whataburger.
oh yeah, we had Whataburger, and or that's what we assumed was the problem because I was sick in the middle of the night. I was throwing up quite a bit, and then Meredith was sick also, so she didn't end up like playing church that Sunday. Of course, I did because I'm a dog.
You
like
guys
that.
play church? I go to church for real.
Okay,
Got him.
good job, good job. Buddy. So she stayed home and she was sick, and she's still like kind of sick. So she thinks she has like a stomach virus now instead of just like food poisoning. And I was fine pretty much right afterward. And then my son, got like the other day, like his eye was like crusted up when he woke up. And so I was like, oh, that's not great. And then his ear started bothering. Like it kind of cleared up. So I was like, maybe not a big deal. But then his ear started bothering him the other night. And so I was like, okay, we need to go ahead and get him checked out. Turns out he has pink eye and an ear infection,
Cool.
which is a cool combo.
Yeah.
Very neat. Very cool.
2 out of 5 senses down.
Dude, it just kind of
He can smell everything right now.
his sense of smell. It's Daredevil, but with his nose. You know? But yeah, and then Judah, my other son's got hand, foot, and mouth right now, which I just
That's an
noticed.
awful.
So they've had it before
infection.
when they were little, and so
Ooh.
apparently it is not as bad, like if they've had it previously. And so, because like I didn't notice until I was like looking at his feet, and he's got little spots on his feet. I was like, dude, what's going on with your feet? And I was like, do these hurt? And he like made no like mention of it. He's been chilling, for all week. But then I was like, I think this is hand, foot, and mouth. And so I
Good
looked at his
Lord.
hands, couple little spots. But again, he didn't have a fever, no other like.
What about his
issues.
mouth? You look at his mouth?
I didn't see anything. I didn't notice anything in his face. No mouth situation yet. But,
So just hand, foot.
But he's got hand foot. Yeah. He is a thumb sucker though, so it's just a matter of time.
It's a matter of time.
Yeah.
Also, my favorite. There was one other thing, right?
I think that's
that was
it.
down?
I think that's it.
My favorite thing is we've had a lot of scheduling conflicts because we're all very busy. And we find out about this maybe an hour before we're supposed to be here. And it was
Hey, you weren't on the way. So you all were at work. You all were doing your thing. I gave you a chance.
I understand.
So listen.
But it's the
Meredith-
final hour.
Meredith has had a virus all week long. Am I gonna cancel for that? No, I'm not. Efrain has pink eye and an ear infection. He's asleep. He stays away. Hand, foot, and mouth. I feel like I figured out today, and I feel like that's the one that's like, okay, that's a maybe at this point. Like that's just one too many hands.
How are
and
our
feet.
hands?
I'm gonna wash my hands.
Dude, I've washed my hands so many times
Yeah.
all week long, and
Yeah.
and honestly, like I said, I didn't notice E's like actual issue until yesterday. Like, so we just got meds for him today. I just realized Judah's today. I'm like, dude. So it's just
You
a
don't
matter of time
sound
before-
great.
No. So on Saturday when I
Here it
puked,
goes.
it's still. So on Saturday when I
Oh.
puked, that Sunday, my voice was kind of tore up. It tears up your,
And you had
your
to
throat.
sing
Why did
on
we come?
Sunday.
Oh, I led
Honestly,
on Sunday. But then
If we don't get at least 150 views from
Exactly.
I was gonna
This
say, I thought you were
episode
gonna
alone.
say, if we don't at least get hand, foot,
no,
at least hand.
y'all better share. We are sacrificing our bodies for this
For the
podcast.
podcast.
Y'all better share
Listen,
this
guys.
to
for our
everybody.
thousands of
Listen,
devoted
this was
Please.
an
viewers.
opportunity to set up your own. You know, we have our recording studio in every unit. We do the Zoom podcast, and we just go ahead and that's what it is now. You know,
I
most
suggested
podcasts
we
do
just
that, you
we
know.
just burn this, your whole house down and start over. 'cause
I live
that's-
here.
I mean,
Insurance.
Sac-
Many
sacrifice.
germs live here apparently.
sacrifice.
Now that we've said it though, you can't claim insurance. from
Right,
aliens.
exactly. Well,
Oh.
maybe I just cut that part
We
out.
just-
You know,
yeah,
I just
edit
I
that.
edit that out.
What part?
But so then I drove on Sunday night to Dallas, and then drove home
Gosh.
Monday afternoon. And on the way to, I think this is like my voice entirely. On the way to Dallas, I was getting tired because my family came over on Sunday night, and so I was like, I gotta entertain. It was my mom's birthday. Is what it
Are
was.
you not entertained?
My mom's birthday, so I had to stick around, and so I didn't leave until 9:30. So I didn't get into Dallas until 1 something. So the last hour, I spent just I cranked up an old rock album that I loved, and actually screamed the album for probably an hour
stay awake.
to stay awake.
Yeah.
And I had a great time. Listen, but then Monday morning, I'm trying to. And I'm sitting in the car, aside from listening and singing along, I hadn't talked to anybody, and so so I finally get into our meeting on Monday morning, afternoon, and I try to talk to Justin's wife, Becky, and I'm my voice is cracking and stuff. I'm like, oh no, I have no voice anymore. And then again, drove home in silence, to me, and then
Yeah.
it's just been this way all week long.
Wow.
So
So I'm gonna ask. We're gonna ask him what album it was, but I want to know. He didn't want to say it. I don't think. So
No, I don't mind saying it. I was just-
gonna say, how cringy do you think the album?
oh yeah, what level
Um,
on the scale?
It's tough because not a lot makes Efrain cringe.
Uh huh.
How
I feel like he avoided telling us because he was
Yeah.
embarrassed slightly.
I'm
Maybe
gonna say
Maybe so.
it is an old school preteen, teen years Amberlyn. Album.
Nah, he would have said it.
No screaming on Amberlyn though.
I'm
Not
gonna,
a lot.
I'm gonna go with.
But belting.
Yeah. No, I was screaming.
Oh, that's what
No,
I.
I was screaming.
I imagine
was
belting.
Screamo,
I'm
scream.
gonna go level
Oh.
7 awkward.
Okay, level 7 awkward.
Oh.
Okay, and what's your guess?
Pillar.
Oh, Pillar would
Oh,
have been good.
well,
That would've been good.
if it's
that's
screamed,
not cringy.
then-
That's not that bad.
Is
Is Pillar that cringy?
I listened to
don't
some, but I wouldn't listen
Never
to
heard of
their
Pillar.
whole
know. I wouldn't listen to them
discography.
anymore. I mean, come on.
is
No hate to Pillar.
Skillet
I mean,
Skillet scream?
Skillet would have been cringy for sure. A little,
Okay.
that would
What?
have been pretty high on the. People like
Reed's like,
Skillet, but
that's what I
I
listen
just
to.
for me feels like
I feel like less cringy than Pillar.
really.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, to me they're in kind of the same.
Yeah,
same
I mean,
boat,
they're
but-
pretty similar.
But I was way more into Skillet than I was into Pillar.
Okay.
So
Oh.
you know.
Okay, so
But
what was it?
The first couple of Skillet albums are really the first big ones are pretty good. But
Yeah, yeah.
no hate to any of these bands. There's nothing wrong.
Actually,
Yeah,
go ahead and comment how much you hate us.
How much do you hate Christian rock? No, so it was Red.
Oh,
Red was the,
Taylor Swift's
So,
album Red.
Taylor
That's
Swift
right.
album Red, but the
No.
Pop Goes emo version, where they scream the whole album. That actually exists. Did you know that was a thing? I know Reed does.
Pop goes emo.
Pop Goes
Yeah,
emo, or Pop
yeah.
Goes rock
Pop
or
Goes
rap
rock.
or whatever.
Gotcha.
Like they had these different versions.
Oh, I think I do. Jonathan plays it
Jonathan likes Red.
fairly often.
Well,
yeah.
he likes some of Red.
Yeah.
So their second album came out in 2009, which like still feels new to me, and it's
Yeah.
like that's forever ago now. But it is so good. Like there is no cringe in my heart for that album. It is genuinely beautiful. Like
Yeah.
seriously, go listen to it. It's very, very good.
What?
It's called Innocence and Instinct.
Yeah.
Dude, so good. So I was just like, they are more of a like melodic. So they've got a lot of, regular like vocals and then like inserting like screaming bits in there.
Yeah.
So it's not a ton, but it is like fairly intense. And so I've been working on this for a long time. I've wanted to be able to scream
No.
forever.
Really?
For my whole life. Well, obviously. Like
And
this is
now
what I
it-
grew up on.
And
Obviously,
now you-
Liz.
Obviously, Liz.
Sorry, I'm sorry. He just looked like such a screamo boy that I should have known.
Well, do you remember my you
emo
never saw it.
years?
You never
His
saw
emo
the emo
years?
years.
No.
Oh, we got to show that on the podcast.
But
We'll do it next time.
I met you after emo years also.
You did.
Yeah.
But you've lost your voice now with screaming, and so how committed are you?
So
Right.
that's where I'm like concerned. So I thought I had it like I thought I was like doing a decent job because like I said, I've been working on this forever, and over the last year, I feel like I like unlocked a little bit of something, and so I was like, okay, I'll do it every
Unlocked
now and then in
something
the
in me.
car. It's, something new is awoken, and
Trauma. Something traumatic.
some
happened.
traumatic. Yeah, I had to really like. I've been driving for so long.
Yeah.
My whole family is sick.
I abandoned them.
No, here's what you need to do. You
I was
need
running
to,
away.
you need to pitch a like worship goes emo like set
Oceans.
for like a worship night at church, and you just like you
But don't
let
tell
it,
anybody.
don't tell anybody.
Surprise.
You just
A
let it out.
surprise.
Yeah.
Emo worship.
I think the church would grow. You would double in a week.
Surprisingly so every now and then you go,
Either double or cut in half.
Yeah, one of the,
who knows?
it's a
You gotta
risk.
take risks.
It's the other risk
You gotta take risks.
Surprisingly, on a lot of these like old Christian YouTube channels, like if you like a Red or any of that, you'll go like watch their YouTube videos, and in the comments are like every time, like the top comment every single time is, if the church sounded like this, I would absolutely start going to church. Da, da, da.
Yeah.
I'm like, would you really?
Well, and the other half of the comments are, "This is demonic."
Right.
Or I'm not a Christian, but I still really like, it's
Uh-huh.
always those like three comments. Anyway, all that to say, I thought I figured it out.
Yeah.
Maybe I didn't. Maybe not. But I was going hard because I was just trying to stay awake because I was just so tired.
I have a follow-up question.
Go ahead.
What album do you really like that you would be embarrassed to say that you just like screamoed the entire way?
Any album that I really like, I don't generally like. I'm not embarrassed. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like if I like it, I'm like I'm. This is my album, whether
Yeah.
it's cringe or not.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's for sure cringe, but
But like I think at some point you're just kind of hard to like make
Embarrass,
cringe
yeah.
unless like you go into someone's car and they're playing your music
Oh,
that you think
yeah,
that shuts you
that's
down
probably it.
quick.
If I had to tell somebody I was
Listening.
singing my own songs,
Now,
the
yeah,
whole-
that-
that
Yeah, I
would
was
be
just
really
listening
cringe.
to my own tracks and just really going ham. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
just belting all these. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh,
Liz,
That-
what about you? Album that you'd be embarrassed to admit that you just like rocking to for a whole drive?
The entire Hamilton soundtrack,
that's tough.
You know all the
beginning to-
words?
beginning to end, all the words,
Liz,
all the
dude.
words. Don't care, but
Don't care what you
but I
think.
So you're not
do, but I
embarrassed.
do because then people are like, "Oh, okay, that's interesting."
You just see them deleting your contacts from their phone.
exact block.
I did not get into Hamilton. I really
It was all right.
was not into it.
I'm just annoyed by the persona of what's his name?
Lin-Manuel
Yeah,
Miranda.
yeah. He
Yeah,
kinda annoys
you
me.
either like him or you absolutely can't not stand him. I don't
But feel
think
like
there's
you can like Hamilton but still dislike
yeah.
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
I don't think he should have casted himself as the main character. But times were tough and you couldn't hire
Eliza.
Angelica
Oh,
and
dude.
Peggy. That's
my
my
gosh.
favorite part.
Nice.
Oh jeez.
All right, Reed, you?
Yeah, a couple years ago when Encanto came out, it was like in my Apple Music top played album.
For you?
Yeah, for me.
Wow.
This was pre-Adelaide.
I was gonna say this
so-
before
that was
he had
before
a
you had a
child.
baby.
I really liked the soundtrack.
I thought
It was
maybe
good.
for your
Wow.
wife. But
Yeah.
You know,
So
just
I
for
don't
you.
listen to it so much anymore.
You really like it that much? Both
was good.
Lin-Manuel situations
That's
here.
true.
Yeah,
That's true.
I
That's a
know.
problem,
That's why I
guys.
said.
That's
That's why I
true.
said. Yeah.
Which
Listen,
one- what
if
was
you're
your-
listening to this podcast, I just want to apologize right now because
You
there's
should.
some taste issues going on for sure. For sure.
Probably
you know.
because Efrain's sick.
Well, I'm just saying, hey.
You can't taste nothing.
Well, we started with Christian rock and then just Lin-Manuel Miranda. It's like, this is not, highest,
let
hey,
me
no
think
hates
of
any
something
of
else.
these
so
artists.
then let's start talking about Christian rap if we're just gonna keep going
okay,
down.
just keep going. So I do.
What? You wait.
Oh
Reed's
no,
offended.
Reach
Yeah, I'm offended.
triggered.
I'm offended.
Reed is actually a Christian rapper that secretly.
There's some good Christian rap out there. Like some good artists.
There are some pretty good artists.
I will say there are now like
They've come a really long way.
Yeah, they've come a really long way. However, historically, it's just less than mediocre.
Hysterically, it's
Well,
laughable.
yeah, they're not gonna be like top of the charts. And
Yeah,
it's-
It has gotten better.
yeah, it
Honestly,
definitely
all
has.
around, I feel like most
Christian
of the
music.
like Christian music, which is such a strange thing because it's like it's not a genre, It's just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
they all have genres. It's just
Right,
you
right.
talk about
Yeah.
God or not, It's just
Yeah.
interesting
Just wait on Christian movies to,
to actually lock in because please,
I don't know. They're
there
trying
is-
real hard right
There
now.
is
They
an
are,
argument.
they are,
Y'all heard
they
the
are.
argument that Project Hail Mary, not to talk about it for the fourth freaking week in a row.
We can talk about it.
I mean, we can. But Project Hail Mary being a Christian like story, like very
Yeah.
focused. So the whole name of the ship, the Hail Mary, the whole project, right?
What?
is just like sending up
I
a
thought
prayer
that was
to
a
God.
football. Oh,
Yeah, yeah. And then his name, the savior
Grace.
of the humanity, is
Ryland
Ryland
Grace.
Grace.
yeah.
Right.
What about Rocky?
standing on the solid rock?
Whoa!
I don't know. There's
Wild.
I saw a
Alright,
bunch of
Peter.
different things that people referenced.
I think
Peter?
it is a Peter.
Simon Peter.
Oh, The Rock.
Yeah.
very
Dwayne.
good. Very good.
Mr. Dwayne. I think you. Oh, that really tickled
I'm
you.
gonna Photoshop the Rock's head on the Rocky. And just
I think it is a stretch, but sure, let's ride that
Yeah.
train of it being It's probably like Andy Weir had a Christian moment in his life and was like, let's add these.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
Or more likely that the fabric of the story of God is just written into all
it's
of
just
our
literally
hearts.
written
Yeah.
into the
Wow.
fiber of our
the
beings.
greatest story of all time
Yeah.
is written on the hearts of humanity.
And what is the greatest story of all time, Efrain?
that? I can't decide if I should tell a joke or if I should like lock in and tell like what I actually believe.
Listen, your house is already in
Well, 'cause-
turmoil.
so-
This is your choice.
This is my
to
chance
make.
to like. I mean, I've been praying over this house. I've been spraying holy water. No, so this is really relevant actually because last night I went to see Bruno Mars with my wife and my mother-in-law and your wife
Yeah.
and our sister-in-law.
Yeah.
Also.
Oh yeah, I
And
was
so it was-
gonna.
So it was
I
all
got-
the girls.
I got
plus
offered a
Efrain.
ticket, but I couldn't go.
Rip. Yeah. So
All the girls plus Efrain.
well, so as we're on the way, they were like, "Oh, we could sell these for $600," and I was like, man, I'm like in the car with all these women, and they're
might be
like,
worth it.
we're talking about this and that, and it's like this is a lot, No, it was good. It was a great time. And honestly, I was excited to see Bruno Mars, but it was like even better than I really expected. Like that was a phenomenal show.
Ratio of men to women at that show.
That's a high number because there were a lot of women
Yeah.
and not a lot of dudes.
Yeah.
And which is like makes
Embarrassing.
sense.
Ooh.
But it.
Calm down.
See,
Calm
again,
down,
I'm
Encanto.
Again, I'm not
okay.
embarrassed. I wasn't scared. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, dude, this guy is. They're hitting these notes, dude. This dude is hitting some notes.
Yeah, he's a great
and
performer.
then they're it's like full dancing, full choreo. There's like a whole horn section live, like the whole dude. It was
so
like
cool.
good. The bass line, the whole thing was great. Anderson .Paak showed up. They did a whole like Silk Sonic set basically, which
That's cool.
was dope. Anyway, so to start the concert though, to start his set, there was like a clip, and so the whole like theme of the tour is the romantic, Bruno Mars, the romantic, and so it's like all like super. I don't want to call it novella style, but kind of, and very like what do you call it?
Like dramatized,
It's like
theatrical.
like the vibe is like novella, but also like religious imagery stuff too, but not like overly like sacrilegious, but like just the style,
Like culturally,
culturally,
showing?
yeah. So it's like it feels very like
Spanish
Catholic vibes, yeah, very good. So he started the
gold star for me.
yeah, very
Lean
way
on
to
the
go.
white man to do
Yeah,
that.
thanks.
Okay.
Thanks, white man. Hey, who brought it to the Spaniards? I guess I don't know. I guess the Spaniards technically.
Paul, there's a lot of
Yeah.
rumors that Paul
did
went
it
to
directly.
Spain,
That's
yeah.
really neat, oh, dude.
He talks about it in the Bible. He says, "I'm trying to get to Spain," but
Yeah,
no one
yeah.
knows if he ever made it.
If he made it
Yeah.
there, dude. Let's just pause this. We'll do a different podcast talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, he started the show with literally like a video clip of him praying for the concert and then like praying over the people at the show. And so like we're all watching and, people are like, the ladies are screaming and all this stuff or whatever. He's like looking handsome or whatever.
Yeah, but they're
And
missing.
they're like,
what-
"Ah."
yeah.
Well, but then he's again praying, but people are like, oh yeah, that's cool, And so I keep waiting for like the shoe to drop and him to be like, and thank you for all these hot mamas here,
Yeah.
something real goofy like that.
Take his
'Cause
shirt off.
Yeah,
or
because he's
something.
kind of goofy, and so I was waiting for it to drop, and it never did. And so like the whole like intro is straight up just like a really genuine prayer of like, hey, praying for the people here, keep them safe, and that we have a great show. Amen. And then like the show starts, and it was like, whoa, dude, that was kind of awesome.
Wow.
And then we also talked about like they kind of we were discussing how he doesn't have clean versions of his songs. They just like mute, the words on the radio and stuff. But he kind of self-censored himself like the whole show. Like his whole show, he didn't really say anything inappropriate. And he's got a lot of like words in there,
Got a lot of things.
Wild.
Yeah.
And so I was pretty surprised by that. But then both of those things, I was like, this is interesting. So I'd be curious to know like kind of where he's at, spiritually.
Yeah. Did Bruno find Jesus?
I don't know. Like, and maybe that's, something that's,
Him and Bieber and Kanye.
man, dude, that's the pipeline.
I don't know about that last one.
I don't know.
but-
I mean,
yeah.
listen, I'm praying for all these people, but
For sure.
But it was a cool moment. I was like, we talked about it after the show. We were like, it was just straight up a genuine prayer. It was kind of
Wow.
neat.
Yeah.
But it was pretty loud, right? So it was mostly women, and it got me thinking.
He put those in order. Like, it was pretty loud. It was a lot of women.
A lot of women there. I'm just saying,
He didn't say it was
For a
related.
handsome-
Why
man.
is it funny?
for a handsome man, they're screaming for a handsome man, not for the Lord. Just to say that, I'm just saying, hey, ladies, come on. No, I'm just kidding. But it was very loud, regardless. But it made me think about how loud it compared to the Taylor Swift concert I went to several years ago. I missed the
The
Eras
ratio
tour.
was also way off on that one.
Way super women, dude. Totally.
Super women.
Super women. The Taylor Swift, super
Yeah.
woman. But yeah, ton of women, loud. It felt like actually kind of comparable, like at the peak at least of Bruno
Okay.
Mars. Felt more sustained at Taylor Swift, but I was like, oh, the levels here kind of match.
Yeah.
But it had me thinking, what do y'all think is the loudest concert that's ever been recorded?
Do you know this answer?
I looked it up.
Oh. The
So do y'all have
loudest
any guesses?
concert.
Just like any guesses?
I am going to say I'm torn between Michael and Beyonce.
No, it was the Beatles.
Okay.
That's also a great guess.
There's like some Beatles concert that was like several 100,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's that one. I don't know what it was, but I'm gonna go with that.
I'm going to go Michael.
You still sticking with Michael?
Yeah.
I mean, not a bad guess. I
Or
wouldn't say.
my runner up would be the Woodstock reunion with like Rage Against the Machine.
Okay. Interesting Rage, but okay. So
There's this bug flying around, and it landed right in between Liz's eyes.
dude, I gotta catch that.
Yeah,
So-
take a still shot.
That's the still for that.
Liz's eyes are crossed.
Something's wrong with Efrain's house.
That
so-
bug probably had hand, foot,
Yeah,
mouth.
if it, oh my gosh! If anyone's a priest
You know
out
how
there,
flies
please,
always be like,
Literally,
just always scheming.
just always. I got hands.
I got hands.
So Sleazy Joe, a Swedish
me?
band in 2008,
oh, Sleazy Joe.
declared that they reached a peak of 143 decibels, which, like, to compare, is like standing next to like an airplane taking off.
Yeah.
Like, it's so loud. That is so incredibly loud. but apparently it wasn't recorded officially.
I
So
believe it.
there's no guarantee that that's real.
Well,
But
I
You
in
can
my own
declare
concert,
anything.
I got to 144 decibels. So
See, you can declare anything.
yeah.
I declare.
I declare
Bankruptcy.
Very good. Kiss apparently in 2009 reached 136, and historically the Who had the Guinness World Record with 126.
Wow.
In 1976. So
The Kiss kind of makes sense. The Who doesn't really. But I was also like
People are
thinking
pumped.
crowd noise and not like
Yeah.
stereo
see,
noise.
that's what I think, but that's what I was thinking too. But
Yeah.
I mean, it would have to be total noise. I mean, because
yeah.
you couldn't
Not
just
just
separate
band.
it. Yeah,
Yeah,
you couldn't
yeah,
separate
yeah.
them, so it'd have to be. But it
Silly
surprised me
me.
that like, and none of the like top tens, I don't think are like they're all rock bands, like these old rock bands.
Yeah.
Which is kind of rock
Old.
and roll,
That was the
Wow.
whole point of rock and roll.
just to get
Just loud.
Just to be loud.
more louder.
Speaking of more louder, no, it was really cool. I did. I led worship for like our youth services last night, which is why I couldn't go to Bruno. But the youths were so loud. Like all of
Yeah.
us had to turn our mic packs up, like our
Sick.
in-ear monitors up, because they were so loud. And like it was just such a really cool, encouraging. Like they all were locked in. Like not just like, oh, because it was a fun song. Like even afterwards for like prayer and response during the message, you were like it was really neat to see
Just locking in.
like a ton of teenagers really invested in like hearing the gospel and worshiping and like
Singing
doing
the gospel.
singing the gospel. Like it was really cool. It was
Yeah.
a cool experience.
That's awesome. How many students do you think you had?
So Wednesday nights are more outreach, and so there's like half of them don't go to our church. So I think there's like 50 or 60 that
Wow.
were there.
Yeah.
A regular Sunday, it's like 40-ish, like all together.
What do you think the size of your church is as a whole?
At least 100.
At least
Yeah,
100.
at
Yeah.
least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Including like the Spanish service.
I guess.
I think there's.
Should we include them? Yes.
No say.
Yeah. No.
I'm kidding. That was me thinking out loud, like including Spanish. I think it's like 1,200,
Wow.
but it doesn't feel like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Interesting. Reed?
So what?
I thought you were going to say something.
Yeah,
but,
you had your hand up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say it was not me that said anything about the
okay.
Spanish church.
Oh,
I
okay.
wanted
He
to know.
just had to point
White
that
man
out.
again. Had to just
Didn't say
breathe.
anything.
Just
Interjecting.
prepare, just in
Didn't say,
case.
yeah.
in case
I didn't
shots
say
were fired,
anything.
Got it?
Yeah.
I got you.
Gosh.
Yeah, because I heard who was it from? I heard a stat that like your youth, like a healthy youth group is like 10% of your total attendance. And So
Wow.
I was like,
So
so
he
like,
thinks you're not healthy.
yeah, like you would think that would be a lot bigger based on that, but I mean, 10% feels like, I don't know, and because y'all are a pretty young church as it is, isn't it? Or no? Am I wrong in that?
In the like establishment of it.
No,
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 it's pretty old.
average demographic.
Yeah, demographic like young people, like 20 somethings, 30 somethings.
No, it's
What would you say the average is?
probably
to
late
guess.
40s.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's
Interesting.
pretty young. As far as churches
Overall,
go.
It is,
in
but
my
it's
opinion,
not
yeah.
young in comparison to like 20s.
Well, you would
Right.
think that average would bring a lot of students, though.
And
like,
I could
even
also
more,
be completely wrong because we've
Yeah.
only been going since like December.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like there's still a lot that like I'm learning and all
I mean,
that stuff.
50 kids is a ton of kids. Like that's
Yeah.
great.
No, that's
I'm
awesome.
not trying to dog on it, but I just heard that this week because I was like
Yeah,
10%. Like
That feels like a lot.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I mean, even when I was a kid in the youth group, like at our peak size, church wise and youth group size, is like, I mean, there's no way it was 10% of the church. Like, it feels like a ton.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it
Yeah, I
depends
just
on-
go ahead.
It depends on if you're talking about like membership, like if you kids that are like members of your church or kids who
Yeah.
are like participating in events that
That's
you have.
fair. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because like my church growing up, we were a small church, but like my junior, senior year of high school, I mean, we were running like probably like half as many kids as we had adults. Like, but they
Right.
weren't members and they didn't come to like Sunday mornings, but they were like coming to all these different events and stuff.
Right.
That's fair.
So it was like
Right.
we'd have like 90 adults on a Sunday morning and we'd have like 45 kids
Yeah.
on a Wednesday night maybe. But like it wasn't sustained. for very long, and like they weren't all members or whatever, but I don't know. So it's a tough statistic to really gauge.
Yeah, I just heard it this week and I was like, huh. It made me think, because our youth group at our little church is kind of growing too, and so I was like trying to, where's that line up?
Yeah, for sure.
I'd be curious what y'all's like summer camp and like big events look like. I bet those are popping.
Yeah, just seeing photos. We haven't been like a full year to see like what all of that looks like. And I'm like in and out of like youth stuff,
Ministries,
and so like I'll do a Sunday in student services doing worship, and then a Sunday on stage, and so like
why don't you just really lock in and invest somewhere?
Okay. Before we started recording, Reed like really pushed a button, and I was like, "Can you just at least save it for when we're recording for the
podcast,
content?"
yeah,
God,
so,
and
he's been saving
he really
it up.
did.
He's building it back up.
He's built it back up.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's definitely different kids that come Sunday morning than Wednesday night. So like I think that's a normal thing. But I think the whole stigma of like the youth just don't want to be a part and they don't want to. That's so not the truth anymore.
Yeah,
like
so
even
true.
just knowing our camp kids and the like young adults like 18, 19, 20 that we hire, it's so not the reality anymore. Like they crave the community, they crave like what is truth, and I trust you as an adult and you tell me like they are craving that.
Yeah. There's so many voices you can hear from today that it's like, I think as a young person growing up in this world, it's like, what is real? How do I know what's trustworthy and reliable? And so, I feel like our students are in kind of the same boat, and we have a lot of kids who are like coming from like church hurt kind of issue things, like with their families and stuff. And like I was just telling a parent this week of like how I can see it in your kids. It's like they weren't necessarily like the ones who got the spiritual abuse or any of that kind of stuff, but I see the like evidence of it and just the way they talk about stuff. And so it's like, all these kids are just hoping for like a community and like a home that's trustworthy. And so,
for sure.
I feel like that's where a lot of people are. So.
True.
Very, very cool. Very cool. That's all I got for right now, but thanks for listening to this podcast. Do you have something?
I got one more thing. Yeah. We were talking about music. Okay. So thanks for listening.
His payback.
In high school, in our youth room, we had this poster that was on the wall. It was like music, but Christian music. It was like, if you like this artist, then try this Christian artist instead.
Right.
It was like comparing them, and it was like 100 artists that were compared to like 100 Christian artists, and a bunch of them were like rappers. And the only one I remember was, do you like Eminem? Try Andy Mineo. I was like, okay.
So if you're looking for somebody to replace Eminem right now, try Andy Mineo.
Try Andy.
Try
Give it a
NF instead.
Yeah,
It's
NF.
close.
Yeah.
Probably more accurate.
Goodness.
All right, y'all. Thanks for listening. Catch you next time.
Goodbye. Eliza.